with a smile on your face and a song in your heart. This is where you're meant to be. Make a wish upon a star. The magic is here. It's here for you and me.
Take a magical carpet ride. Travel to Neverland. Just believe that you can.
Let your conscience be your guide, 'cause it's there inside. If you believe today that it's possible tomorrow, let your heart guide the way, and all your dreams will follow. Doesn't matter where you are, 'cause the spark is in your heart. Wherever you go, you can hide.
Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Hump Day Hangout. That means it's Wednesday. That means there's only 2 more days left in the work week. So let me say hi to a few people. We got Dave. Welcome in, Dave. Francisco. And I know my guest is here. Jennifer Caruso. Hello. Had dinner with Jennifer last night. It was amazing. The food at her son's restaurant is just phenomenal. Regina, hi there, dear. How are you? Movie Mania Nick's here. How you doing, Nick? So, a couple things before I bring my guest in. I want to, I welcome everybody in and everything, and I want to show you what I got this week. I got my annual pass holder magnet. That's right. It ain't going to go in my car, though, because people steal them. So, hi, Mom. I know my mom's here. Dean the Turkey Legster. Welcome in, Dean. Good to see you, buddy. So, my producer's not here tonight, a.k.a. Belinda. So, we have a new producer tonight. Hopefully, you can see her. Haley. Hey, are you my producer tonight? You gonna be my producer? Yeah. If you could stay awake, you'll be sleeping in like 5 minutes. So Belinda's not here. Dakota's not here. I want to thank everybody for coming in. So we're going to talk to our guests. We're going to get to know her a little better. We're going to have some fun. Hello, Doug's mama. Yes, Mama Goody. That's what we call her, Mama Goody, or Nana. So I'm going to bring our guest in, and Miss Debbi Bernfeld. How are you, Debbie?
Good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Hey, so for those of you, Debbie is a moderator on many channels. She does great work for the community. She's a moderator for Pete, and you're going up to Pete's get together.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. August is just too busy for me with getting ready for the next school year.
Right.
So, but I am going to try. He said the other night he wants a Permane Brothers sandwich. So he's only about 3 hours away from me. So I'm thinking taking a little day trip down, taking him a Permane Brothers.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. So, right to match the face to the name. Regina. Yeah. Debbie doesn't really show her face that much. I know I met her on Garrett's stream.
Yes.
And we got to talk while Michelle was burning something. So
when isn't Michelle not burning anything?
Welcome in, Amy. Amy, who won trivia? I know I had 16 points when I left. There's Little Mermaid fan. There's Belinda. Kathy. Welcome in, Kathy. Good to see you. Curtis family. There's Chris. Oh boy. Looks like he's in a mood tonight.
Uh-oh.
Chris, me and Chris text all the time. It gets pretty funny. He's actually going to be down in Disney when I'm down there.
Oh,
So
good.
when I'm actually at the parks.
Wonderful.
So I'll get to see him. Like I said, last night I had dinner with Jennifer Caruso. Ron was not there. So I had to do all the comedy for the night. So he's big shoes to fill. So do you have adult sons, Debbie?
No, I don't have any children.
You don't have any children, so I don't have to worry about anybody coming and crashing the stream.
No, it's just me here. All by my lonesome.
Now, Chris, that is an absolute fib. I have asked you numerous times to come on this, and you just will not give me a date. So, Chris the Curtis family is a fibber. Duquesne Duke Mom won. Oh, that's awesome. Doug, when are you in Disney? Dates. I'm getting there the June 12th. And then the 13th, me and my brother Steve are going down to Key West, Florida for 2 nights. And as I was telling Debbie, before we came on, he has me scheduled for all kind of things. And I have to find out a definite times from him of when we're traveling, what we're doing, because he's already booked cruise, some things, cruises, things like that. And
So he's your travel agent.
Yeah. Well, a travel agent asks you if it's okay first before they book them.
Oh, okay.
But then I'm going to be in the park. We're going to go in Magic Kingdom the 12th that evening, just so I'm going to film Happily Ever After from the end of Main Street. I'm not going to go live. I'm going to film it. And then the 16th is going to be my first streaming day in the parks. I'm going to stream from Epcot Friday morning. Only because I'm not going to go up against the powerhouse on Friday Night Live. So I'm going to do Friday morning, and then Saturday, I'm hoping, right now I have a reservation for Magic Kingdom, which I'm hoping Jeff streams from there that day so we can go in and we can hang out with him in the morning. But I will actually be there. If you look the whole time I'm in Florida, it's going to be from the 12th to I'm going to start home on the 30th.
Wow.
So I already have 11 park reservations.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Because 6 of those were staying at Old Key West on property. So those don't go against my 5 for my pass holder. There's a question. There's a question for you already there.
Wow.
Chris Kerr's family. I might have missed where Debbie is from.
I am originally from New York, from Long Island.
You could hear that real good there.
Yes, it comes out once in a while.
When did you move to Florida?
In 1985. So I've been here longer than I lived in New York, actually. But I am originally born and raised in New York.
Where in New York?
Long Island.
Oh, Long Island. Okay.
Long Island. Yep.
So you're a New York Islanders fan.
Yeah. I like all New York teams. Any team from New York, New Jersey, that area, I'm a fan. So
hi, Julie. Welcome in.
I'm still not a fan of any Florida teams. So people yell at me at all time, but what can I tell you? My heart is with New York still.
Yeah. Well, that's Steve moved to Florida. Some of my family's moved away, and they're always Pittsburgh fans. So it's where you're from. Julie McCallan, hello. Aunt Julie, hello.
Hi. Yay!
2 Julies in the chat. We get one more.
Yay!
And you get 25 Jeff points. Do you like the Yankees?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
The Bronx Bombers.
Oh yeah.
Chris has a little throw up emoji there.
Sorry.
So you're from New York.
Yes.
You moved to Florida.
Moved to Florida.
Now I know you're South Florida.
Yes.
Have you always been South Florida?
Yes.
Okay. So you got down there in 1985. That's before the big real estate boom down there.
Yes. I moved down here. My father passed away in 1983.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom and I were living in a big house in New York. And there was no way that she could afford, especially in the area that I grew up in. It's very expensive. Still very expensive.
Okay.
So there was no way. So we were planning to move somewhere still within New York, but then her sister called and said that their older brother was in a nursing home and she had to come and help with that.
Okay.
So, not real beloved, she didn't really want to do it, but and I didn't want her I didn't want her to move down here by herself, So I agreed to come, and I got a job pretty much a couple months later, and here we stayed. And then she moved back to Wisconsin. She moved to Wisconsin, where the grandchildren at the time were, and that was in 2001 or 2, something like that. And that's where she stayed for the rest of her life. And she passed away in 2017. And I still stayed here in Florida, because my job was here until they did the big layoff of my whole department in 2021.
COVID related?
Combination of COVID. If it wasn't for COVID, I think we would have been laid off probably sooner. But because of COVID, they stayed. I mean, they kept us on. And then 2021, June of 2021 is when the whole department was laid off. The whole department was so. And instead of looking for another job, I just decided I was going to retire.
Hey, if you can do it, do it.
Yeah,
the government owes you that money.
I figured at my age, I'm too old to be micromanaged anymore. I don't need to be, watched over and start all over again after 36 years of working with the same company. So.
Yep.
So
Kenneth H is here. Welcome in, Kenneth. I see you're not feeling all that great.
Kenneth.
Yeah, Kenneth says he caught some kind of a bug.
Uh-oh.
Probably from them kids, Kevin or Kenneth.
Oh, I feel better, Kevin.
From them kids. Hey, there's Mike Cabral.
Hey, Mike.
Our Canadian friend.
Yes.
I'm trying to get Mike on here too.
That'd be lovely.
I'm trying to keep up with chat here. Because I don't know. When you watch streams,
right,
Debbi, don't you find it the streamers that keep up with chat and keep engaged in the chat are more fun?
Oh, yes.
I've watched some streamers that I don't know if they can't keep up with it or if they're just not even watching it. And it's like,
I think it's probably a combination of both. I think they're in their mode doing what they're doing. And at the same time, it's hard to keep looking down and checking chats, But I mean, it is. I find streams that are more engaging with the streamers. They engage with the chat people in the chat, because really, I mean, that's who you're doing it for.
So I just got a text from Belinda. My mom wanted to tell you that her favorite team is the New York Yankees.
Good woman.
And my three are staying. They are watching you on the live stream. Oh, and my 2 great nieces and great nephew, my sister, and everybody's watching. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Chris says he asked, you know,
Oh
he
my
asked.
gosh. That's supposed to be a secret. It's not.
Well,
it's not supposed to be me.
Here's the thing. I can't pay anybody because Chris and JD have not sent me the check yet to pay people.
Oh, is that what it
So
is?
that's how that works. They're my sponsors.
Oh, okay.
So I forgot to do that. This stream brought to you by the channels of JD and Chris, the Curtis family. There. Now you can send me the check. Mike, I'm not ignoring you. I said hello to you. How are things up in Canada there, Mikey? Are you still getting snow?
God, I hope not.
Hey, Kenneth. Kenneth, did you get yours yet? I got mine.
Cute.
I got mine yesterday. I'm glad it wasn't the Dumbo one. The Dumbo one's pink.
Oh gosh.
And a pink magnet on my car wouldn't have looked too great, you know. But I am going to put it on when I travel.
There's nothing like the old-fashioned, good old Mickey Mouse.
Wait a minute, Doug. You're paying people? Where's my check? I told you, Mike. I'm waiting for my sponsors, JD and the Curtis family, to send me the money so I can pay people. You did, Kenneth. Oh, awesome. Disclaimer: Doug does not pay people for interviews. Listen, I don't even give them snacks or anything when they're in the green room.
Oh, and
What Chris said.
Surf bomb. Oh, and Julie McGowan asked a question.
Oh, she did? Okay,
Yeah.
Let me go back. What does Debbie enjoy doing in her spare time when she's not modding? I don't know when that is. You're always modding.
I'm always modding. I enjoy reading. I need to get back into my arts and craft, which I haven't done in years. You know,
You go to the beach.
No, I actually don't go to the beach. I actually don't like the beach.
I like the beach if I didn't have to go in the sand.
Right, exactly. I like walking around the beach or like around, the sidewalks and all the stuff and the shops. That part I don't mind, but I just don't like actually going on the sand, and this is not my favorite. I mean, I've done it, but not my favorite.
Okay, so we got more questions flying in here. This is the most questions I've ever had from chat.
Oh my gosh.
So we got Julie. We come down. Regina got her magnet. Awesome. Okay, Chris says, rolling out the red carpet for us when we arrive. I had said to Chris, taking our luggage to our room for us. I said to him, I know where they're staying and everything. I'm not going to say it on stream. But I said, I'm already going to be, down there. I said, I'm going to come to the resort and I'm going to sit in the lobby and I'm going to wait for them to show up. And then now he's saying I have to carry their luggage to their room.
Uh-oh.
But he told me, he says, Doug, you ought to get JD's room number and go and wait in the room. Could you imagine JD and Christina's face if they open the door? John Surfbum, I don't know if I said hello. Hello.
Hi, John.
Did I see? Oh my goodness. I feel so honored.
Lisa from Joey's World.
Jeff will never come. No payday. Jeff will never. He is coming next week. Jeff and Angela are going to be on. It's a Pittsburgh
that would be
thing.
amazing.
I gave him a guilt trip.
Ooh. Was either that or he'll be taking away your hugs. If you have him on.
Yeah. Sorry, Doug. I feel left out because you never come down in the winter and make snowmen with me. Listen, Mike, I told you on the phone, buddy, if I never saw snow again, I'd be a happy man.
See, I love snow.
Oh, I hate snow.
I love the snow. I just don't like driving around it, but I do love the snow.
I hate snow. Can't stand it. If you know, everybody knows I'm a bus driver. And when it snows, you know, and if they don't cancel or delay school, we got to go in there and walk through all that slush, and then we got to clean our buses off, and it ain't fun. Julie loves the beach. It's one of her happy places. I mean, I like the beach. I love sitting there listening to the waves.
Right.
And like Jennifer told me last night, Jennifer loves being on the beach. Ron sits up on the pool deck overlooking the beach where he could still hear the ocean and see that's me.
That's me too.
Yep. Julie loves boardwalks.
Yes.
Simon Rogers, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Lisa. Is Joey watching, Lisa? How are things in PA, Amy? Jennifer, you're here. You know how things are going in PA. Here you go. Debbie.
Yes.
Do you make trips to the Sawgrass Mills outlet where the Disney outlet is?
I haven't been to, I live 10 minutes away from the mall, but I haven't been to the mall in probably last time I was in the mall maybe a year ago.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't really go out much. My car, my car's not working right now, so I have to take Uber everywhere. So I don't,
You know what? It might be cheaper. Sell your car and just use Uber. It might be cheaper in the long run.
I still may do that, but eventually I know I need to get it fixed or get a new car. Most likely, probably get a new car. It's an old car now.
Joey's watching sports. No surprise there.
Give Joey a big hug for me, Lisa.
Yes. Curtis family wants to know, how far away from Disney are you? I know this answer, but
I think it's about 2.5, 3 hours, something like that.
Now, do you have an annual pass?
No.
No? Have you ever had an annual pass?
No.
No? So how often do you go to Disney? Or do you ever go to Disney?
I haven't been to Disney in probably almost 20 years.
Oh, wow.
I just don't have anybody to go with. And I don't even want to travel since when I do
Debbi.
drive, I don't drive always.
Debbi.
So what?
You are a moderator for like 500 channels. Don't say you don't have anybody to go with, because I'm going to tell you.
Before I got to join the Disney community, I didn't have anybody really to go with. So now I do, but I still have to make plans to get a plane to get there because I don't drive the highways. So there's that.
Okay. Regina says, if I live 10 minutes away from the warehouse she's meeting, it would be dangerous. Me too. And like I tell people, I always, when I get down to Steve's, before we go into the parks and see what merch are in the parks, we always go to the outlet first, just to get a grip on what they have, if we can get anything discounted or things like that. And I tell you, we'll walk out of there with bagfuls of stuff. and we'll barely buy anything in the parks because it's triple the price. So, Mike Cabral, sorry I can't say it. I have a meeting to go to at a Union Hall. Oh, Shop Stewart, Mike Cabral. I've been summoned. That ain't good. Yes, Jennifer. Yes,
Yes.
Yep, she's going.
Most definitely. I'm going to be there, I think, a day earlier, and I'm staying a day later. So
there, look. Oh, how there would be so many people wanting to hang out with you in the parks if you went.
Yeah.
3.5 hour drive and a 9 hour flight for me, says Simon. It's basically next door. Well, yeah, that's true, Julie. Debbie does go to Disney every day.
That's true. That's very true.
Oh, Regina wants to take you to Disney.
Okay. I'll take you on that.
You'll have to set that up with Regina. We need to do a fundraiser for Debbie to get to Disney, says Amy. Thursday the 22nd, we plan to watch Bob at Riverside. Come visit. Is that when we're going, Chris? Because you haven't told me. I'm still waiting for him to give me. I guess I'm just going to have to contact Christina because she has the itinerary. Thursday the 22nd. I will put that on my calendar right now. I think I have a park a pass for that day. I forget where I'm at that day, but I will change my plans for you, buddy. Oh, let me put this in. Yeehaw, Bob. Okay. Save. Wonderful. Done. That's the greatest thing in the world. I just throw things on my calendar and my phone tells me where I gotta be.
Yeah.
So the 20 soon there will be a Bright Line train for Debbie. Oh yeah, that's right. They're gonna be putting that train the train that goes I think it's gonna go from Miami to Orlando. Or Fort Lauderdale to Orlando. I forget which one they said. And then you'll get on the train in Orlando and go straight to Disney.
Disney. Yes.
The train's going to go there. Wow, that would be awesome. Welcome in, Jay.
Hi, Justin.
Is that Justin?
Yeah, that's Justin.
Okay. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Simon Rogers, I got. Man, this chat is flying tonight. Okay, I know. Kathy Hollister says, I know how you feel. I just don't feel on going alone, but I really enjoy the streams from Disney. You know, I was real nervous because when I was there last summer, my brother and my niece, we were there. I was there for the Special Olympics for my cousin.
Right. Okay.
And after being at that all week and in the heat, and it was tough, but I wanted to go to the park, so I got a 3-day pass. I got a 3-day pass. And I said to him, I said, I want to go early. And they're like, well, we want to sleep in. So I went by myself. And let me tell you, I had a blast. I went and did what I wanted, where I wanted, didn't have to worry about anybody else being with me. I mean, I had a lot of fun.
My thing is, I'm afraid of getting lost because with my sense of direction, you just have to turn me around and I look like, where am I?
Well, the good thing about that is all you got to do is find a cast member.
I know.
And they're always good to help.
I know. I'm okay with it now, but who knows?
Wait a second. JD streaming. Yeah, is JD gonna stream? He said not much. Well, I will be streaming a lot. Keep going. Oh man, I'm still not caught up. I'm trying. John Surfbomb's trying to make it to Pete's for Saturday the 5th for a day. So that'd be cool.
No spinning rides for Debbi.
Diana's here. Hello, Diana. Diana, I promise I won't time you out like Brenda does.
Oh, Justin.
Mike, I'm not buying you a Disney blanket. I won't even buy Belinda one. Oops, I will text you. What? Debbi hasn't been to Disney, Diana says. Call my booking agent. Hey, JD's here. Don't change plans for Chris. He's not worthy. Eek, I'm not getting in that family feud. Supervisor. That's what I said. I got to get in touch with Tina. Get the itinerary. I should come down that week in June. Julie, get down there. Man, you guys are really chatting tonight. Jennifer, you're invited. I'll be there the 22nd. Don't worry about Chris. You come, you and Ron sit with me and Steve. Don't worry about that Curtis family person. Oh, man, I'm still not caught up. You guys are like on the ball. Small world. I'm afraid Debbi will be caught in It's a Small World and be made to work.
Okay.
There, I'm caught up. Well, I want to see Chris too, Jennifer, but you know, he ain't telling me anything. We were supposed to meet for a meal, and he hasn't even told me that yet. So Debbi.
Yes.
How many? I'm curious to know this.
Yes.
How many channels are you a mod on? Do you know a number?
I don't know. I know it's a few. It's a few.
Over 10.
I maybe. No, I don't think so. I don't think it's over 10. No, I don't think so. I don't know. It's a few.
JD said he's caught up. Let's blow up the chat, everybody. Yeah, thanks, JD. I'll remember that when you're streaming. Beware. Thanks, Jennifer. Beware, I have 2 young ones that will keep you busy. Hey, listen, Chris, you saw her 2 children last week. They keep her busy. So they might even be. In fact, I'm going to invite them. Thursday the 22nd to Yeehaw Bob. I'm going to invite Michael and Nick. It's all about going straight to Tina. Okay, thank you, Simon. I will do that. Okay, Movie Maniac says you mod 30 plus channels.
I do.
That's what he says.
I don't know. It's better than me, I guess.
So were you always a fan of Disney?
I've always been a fan of Disney. Ever since I was a little kid. I grew up with was it the Mickey Mouse Club? Whatever that, back in the 50s.
Okay. Have you ever been to Disneyland?
No, never been to Disneyland. I know when I was younger, when Disney World first opened up, my family took a trip down there. So I've been to Disney a few times, Not as much as I would like to, but I always loved Disney. My love for Disney has always been ever since I was a little girl. And I actually wanted to become a cartoonist for Disney. That was
Okay.
one of my dreams. And as you get older, some of those dreams had to change. Well, not change, but I had to do things differently as an adult. And so, but I would love to go back to doing my cartooning and
Oh, that would be nice.
get back to my cartooning. I don't know if they'll ever, the dream of working for Disney. Well, that is over. But that was my dream when I was a little girl is to work for Disney, and
Oh,
to
that's cool. What my dream was when I was a little lad, to be a Disney bus driver.
oh really?
I even from when I was a kid, I remember getting on the bus at Fort Wilderness because we always took our camper. Getting on the bus at Fort Wilderness and sitting right in the front and watching that bus drive. And those bus drivers back then, see, the bus drivers today, you get some that are good, but a lot are not.
Well,
Like back then,
it's just a job to them. Back then,
right,
it was the spirit of Disney, and everybody was happy to do
and
it. Now
they talk
it's
to
just a job.
you. Yep, they talked to you. They
Right,
sang songs on the
right,
buses, and
right,
I just thought that was the greatest thing in the world.
right.
So, I've been trying to move down there now for 2 years. Disney wanted me. They wanted to hire me right on the spot as a driver, but the housing market was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
insane.
Same. Yeah,
There's no way we could have pulled that off. Um,
it is expensive to live down here.
Chris, yeah, it is. Chris said Debbie needs to do a class on YouTube moderating 101. Actually, Chris, Pete McDevitt does that.
Yes,
And
he is excellent.
the day I did it, Debbie was in there.
Yes, yes.
And it opened my eyes to a lot of things I didn't know.
Yes.
As far as moderating goes.
Yeah, and I definitely need more improvement. But
What did Amy say?
I learned.
Oh, who did you start watching on YouTube to help you find everyone you know now?
Mouse Talk. Mouse Talk was my first. Walt and Melissa.
Oh, okay.
Walt and Melissa were my first.
Well, Melissa.
Yep, they were my first, and then he turned me on to Pete McDevitt, and then from Pete, just going to all the other ones that followed after that. Just Our Dream.
Okay.
And then Garrett. Michelle and Garrett. Tina Marie. I got to learn all those.
Do you still do cartoons?
I haven't done any artwork in a very long time, but I do have some things that I still have. I've given away a lot of my artwork, but I still have some things.
Diana, me and Mike have actually talked about that. Both of us moving down there and driving for Disney. Yeah, we have. We talked on the phone about it. It'd be great. If we all moved in the same house, we could afford to live there. Yeah, technically, yes. But I'm curious on who the first one to get thrown out a window would be.
Ooh.
Disney, we want me to. They said, sir, we want you to leave. Justin.
Yes, yeah. Yes. Especially if he goes to Animal Kingdom. Which is Justin's word. He doesn't like Animal Kingdom.
Me and JD will not be sharing a room. Mods need to have great instincts and almost be able to read the streamers' minds. I agree, Julie. And Aunt Julie, you're one of the good. You're good at that. You can do that really well. And plus, you keep a lot of those bad people in line, like Gitchy and Wendy B and Nicole. I mean, my goodness, I can't handle them people. They get out of control. Hi, Grasshopper. Welcome in. If everybody could do me a favor and hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. So I'm not going to put you on the spot on who your favorite streamers are. I'm not going to do that. But if you feel free, if you want to like, because everybody's different. Some are good at streaming the park. Some are good at streaming. Like Pete, the way Pete streams sports is better than any TV analyst that I ever watched.
Yeah, and I've said that in his chats before, where he is probably one of the best sports announcers on YouTube around.
Yeah, I mean, everybody streams differently. Right. Like even Jeff and Angela stream different than Walt and Melissa.
Yes.
You know, they're two different. They come at it two different ways.
Right.
You know, then you have Garrett and Michelle, Monarch Moments. They stream in Disneyland, and they're different. Especially Garrett, because Garrett never wants to be on stream.
Right.
Oh, I forgot my paper bag again, Lisa. Lisa, I was going to wear a paper bag that said Garrett.
Oh, darn.
Her favorite streamer is Mr. Beast. Who's Mr. Beast? That's what JD said.
Huh?
JD said your favorite streamer is Mr. Beast.
I have no clue.
I have no idea who that is.
No clue.
Yes. What's permissive? Julie Young said it right. What's permissive on one might not fly on another. And actually, Debbie, did you see the message I put in Pete's moderator chat about a certain person?
Yes.
That pops into different streams that I moderate for, including my own sometimes, on how to handle that, because some people would let it slide, some people would not. You know, on what this person does. And Chris, I'm not talking about you, so don't get worried. Mr. Beast is cool. Who is Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast, one of the biggest YouTubers. I have no idea who. Even Verna said it. I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
No, I don't know who. I thought JoJo was the biggest YouTuber. Didn't he just hit 1 million subscribers or something? JoJo? No, I don't know Mr. Beast. Now Lisa said it. Is this a joke? Are they joking? Are they messing with me and you, Debbie?
And Debbie. Because I'm trying to figure out. I need to look that up.
Check your text. He sells burgers and chocolates. Oh my goodness, it is a real person. 152 million subscribers. People watch this guy? Hi, Glenn. Welcome in, Glenn. Oh my goodness. Really? Subscribe for a cookie. Does he really send you a cookie if you subscribe to him? That's insane.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I never heard of him. But welcome, Glenn. So you always had a love of cartoons. You always had a love of Disney.
Yes.
So, like, did you draw Disney characters?
I would draw Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, a few of them, you know. But I would draw other things too as well. But a lot of Disney characters. different
Okay.
various characters. I would try, and I wasn't that great at it. I was just starting, but I still love drawing, especially Disney cartoons. I think
Okay.
I think I had a book on how to draw Disney cartoons, and I would try to follow
Wait.
it.
How to what?
How to draw
What is
what?
what is that word?
DREW. Draw.
Draw. I thought you said drawer like you're pulling out the kitchen drawer.
No.
Man, you never lost that accent. You've been in Florida. You've been in Florida for almost 40 years.
Yep.
And you've never lost that accent.
No.
Oh my goodness. You need to get out more. So Jennifer says Mr. Beast just gave out 1,000 operations to cure some blind folks and another 100 to cure folks with deafness.
Oh wow.
He must be making the money. Then yes, great person makes $3 million a month and gives most of it away.
Wow.
So he makes a little bit more than This Our Dream. So who's your favorite Disney character?
Mickey Mouse is always my favorite, but my far as princess is Cinderella because I grew up on Cinderella.
Okay.
You know.
I'm getting yelled at.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you know
Thank
what,
you.
Belinda? This is your fault because you're not here producing. Look, here, you want to see my producer? Look what she's doing.
Aw.
She is out cold with her tongue hanging out.
Aw.
So that's my producer for the night. Don't worry, honey. You're okay. Go back to sleep.
You're too funny.
Really? Yeah, thanks a lot, Belinda. Giving up my middle name.
What is it?
Aunt Julie, don't start. I'll tell everybody your middle name, Belinda Claire. Dakota said that doesn't surprise. Oh, Bailey sleeping. I can't remember Leslie Ann Warren playing Cinderella on TV. Do you remember that?
What was that?
She can remember Leslie Ann Warren playing Cinderella on TV.
Yes. Yep.
I didn't even know
She was the original.
Oh,
she
okay.
was the original. Yep.
Your first name is my middle name. Oh, okay. I get it. I won't say it, JD. So Mickey Mouse and Cinderella.
Cinderella.
Okay.
And of course, now that I was in the Hall of Fame, I now like Tinkerbell because now Tinkerbell is my Hall of Fame.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of, on May 20th.
Yes.
He is announcing
the new people that have been voted.
Nominated.
Yes.
Yep. Well, there you go, Julie. So when you got to yell at him, you can use that. So my next question would be, you said you haven't been to the parks in a long time. Is there any parks you haven't been to?
Yes, I never been to Universal Studios.
Okay.
I never been to the Hollywood
Studios. Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom, and I never been to Animal Kingdom.
Okay. So we'll take them right off the table for these next questions. So, your favorite ride at Magic Kingdom You can even say it from when you were a kid. What was your favorite ride?
Small World.
It's a Small World.
Small World.
Yep. And that's a big favorite. I mean, a lot of people, I don't like how it gets a bad rap. You know,
It
a
gets
lot
a
of
bad
people.
rap, I think, because of the music. I think people get tired of the music, the
Yeah,
repetition of the song, but I don't mind it.
no, it doesn't bother me either. But I tell you,
It's a
on a
classic,
hundred,
and it really represents Disney.
oh, absolutely.
So that is Disney. Small World is Disney.
Yep. Um, on 100-degree day, that ride is fantastic.
Right.
It's a 20-minute air conditioned ride.
Right.
The only thing that I would complain about that ride, I really wish they would do the Christmas overlay in it.
Right. Right.
You know, I don't know why they don't. You know, if you're going to do it in Disneyland, do it in Disney World.
Right.
But the reason I heard is there's more international visitors that go to Disney World,
I can
and
see that.
they want to see the original.
Right.
That's the reasoning I got.
I could see that.
Kathy says, love the music to that one. And Pat Carroll playing one of the sisters. What year was that?
It's in the 60s.
Oh goodness, I wasn't even alive yet.
Yeah.
So Chris wants to know, where's Donald Duck in your top 10?
Where's Donald Duck in my top 10?
Now remember, he's listening.
I'm afraid to answer now. 4, maybe.
Oh, you're number 4. You're still number 1 in my book, buddy.
I'm sorry, Donald Duck.
He's still number 1 for me.
I like Donald Duck. I do.
Don't start barking at me now. No, get up here and lay down. Come on. Go up your steps. Come on. Come on. Come on. Lay down. All right. Verna says, you're a dormant artist. You can wake up and start drawing again. You never lose your creativity. It's true. It's probably just like riding a bike. If you're good at it, you'll pick right back up on it. Have you ever seen Stacy and Tommy's daughter, Kaylin?
Yes.
You ever seen her drawings?
Oh, yes.
Oh, my goodness. She's amazing.
Very talented young lady.
Yes. I told her she don't even see at that point in time. And this is where I feel the school system kind of screws up. Like, this girl has such a love for art and things like that. And to see that she's 14, I'd be like, okay, let's just teach her, if she wants just a regular math, regular this, that, and let's concentrate on that gift she has. Schools will be much better off. Do you like Peter Pan?
Oh, yes. Like Peter Pan. Peter Pan and Pinocchio. What is my favorite memory from Disney?
Look at what Chris hashtag get Debbie to the parks. Debbie, what is your favorite food memory from Disney?
Food memory. The ice cream, the Mickey ears with Mickey ice cream, the Mickey bar, whatever it's called.
Oh, the Mickey ice cream bar, yeah.
Ice cream bar, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yep.
I have to stay away from that.
Me too.
Chris, you're killing me. Chris wants you to draw a cartoon of me, and he will buy it.
Okay. I'll get right on that.
Yes, Kaylin is an incredible artist. Doug, I agree about the school. Yeah, when you see a kid's potential that early in life and something they love to do, something that they're very good at, a talent, they need to start honing in on those.
They don't push the arts today
No,
as they did when I was a child.
no. Well, and it's all about funding.
Right,
Last night, my alma mater was voting on eliminating funding and positions for the gifted kids, which is what that is. Eliminating some funding for the band, the music
right,
department. I'm like,
right, right,
then you better be eliminating it for the football team too. If
right.
you're going to eliminate one, you better go on.
Yeah,
All kids know is cell phones and video games.
names. True.
Yep.
Majority.
Well, you know what though, Chris? That's the future. The future is technology. And that's what they're teaching these kids today because they know that that's going to be where they're going to end up probably. If you don't have some kind of technical um knowledge.
Oh yeah, my father was a visionary with that. We had a computer in the house before people had computers in the house. We had a computer in the house in the 70s.
Oh wow.
It was an IBM 500, and the screen was this small.
Oh geez.
And my father was a CPA. He was an accountant, and he programmed it himself. And unfortunately, when he passed away, no one was able to crack the code and how to get into that computer to get some of those clients' information out.
Oh wow.
So I don't know where that computer is today, but somewhere where that computer is, that information is still locked into that computer.
Yeah. Huh. Man. I will tell you, just think how much that computer would be worth today.
When he bought it at the time, it was like $20,000. The month that he passed away, they made the very last payment.
Wow.
Yep.
But just as like a collector's,
Oh gosh, yes.
that thing would be worth, if it's still turned on and worked, it'd probably be worth well over $100,000.
I think one of my brothers. I think my brother has it in his house somewhere. I don't know what he's doing with it,
Yeah.
but he has it.
Yeah, I mean, I think, what did they say the first Apple computer sold for? It was millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. But Steve Jobs and what's his name actually built that one.
Yeah.
No questions. Have a good night. Have a good night, Nick. Take care, buddy.
Right.
Thanks for coming in. So, favorite ride is. So, what about Epcot?
Epcot is actually one of my favorite parks.
Epcot is my favorite.
I mean, right, it's my favorite park, and I'm sure it's changed greatly since the last time I've been there. But I love the part where you introduce you to the different countries and the foods, and that's what I loved about, because I love history and I love going into each of the. I don't know how they do that now, but I used to go into each one, and then there was like a story or history about that country.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
they still do that.
They still do that. Okay, so that's what drawn me to, because I love history. So that always drawn me to that. And that's why Epcot was always my favorite. And I just loved the different restaurants with the different foods. I mean, I didn't get to experience all of them, but that was my favorite part.
Yeah, me and Steve didn't. We didn't really make any Epcot food reservations, because that's what I want to do. I want to go around and
yes.
eat at all the food booths.
That's what I would love to do. Go to the food. I don't know about the food booths, but I'd love to go to the different restaurants. I know I've been to the French, for France. I've been for the Chinese, Japan, and I think Mexican. I think it's the ones that I've eaten at.
I think, and you'll be able to agree or disagree on this. I think Verna Marie's gonna say good night. Yeah, good night all. Verna Marie says, "Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Have a great
Love
night,
seeing
Verna.
your
Thank you
chats.
for coming in." When I was a kid, Magic Kingdom was my favorite park.
Right.
When I got older, into my teenage years and growing up, Epcot became my favorite park because that's when they had the Common Core buildings with all the futuristic
Right.
gadgets
Yes.
and all that. So I actually love that. Didn't at that time I really didn't care about the countries. I mean, yeah, I like going around them, but I was more involved in the gadgets and the
Okay.
futuristic,
Right.
And now, I love going around the country, So I mean, I think it has to do with age and knowledge and where your interests lie.
Right. Yeah. Well, my mom always brought us up with loving the different countries and history and education. I mean, every time we went on vacation, education had to be part of our vacation.
No, you're not getting it. I'll give you an autograph, people, if you meet me in Disney. I'll sign anything. I have buttons too. So back in the day, there weren't very many rides in Epcot when it's first.
No.
What was your favorite ride? Probably Spaceship Earth.
Probably spaceship. Yeah.
Yeah, because let's see. Mine was Horizons. I loved Horizons because you got to choose whether you wanted the air vehicle, the sea vehicle, or the spaceship. So you had Spaceship Earth. You had the seas before it was Nemo. You had the land. You had Figment, the original Figment ride. And then on the other side, you had the Exxon, what was it? The one with the dinosaurs. I forget what it was called. Anybody help me with that?
I don't remember.
And then you had Horizons, Wheel of Motion, Grand Fiesta Tour, and Nordstrom, which is now frozen.
Okay.
So, and Body Tours, yes. I don't think Body Tours was an opening attraction. Was it?
I don't
I don't think it was. I don't think it was an original attraction.
I don't remember so much about the rides. I just remember just walking around.
Universe of Energy. Thank you, Regina. I hated that ride. It smelled like the sulfur, like the really strong sulfur smell.
Right. Okay.
Because you'd ride through there in the dinosaur. I could not stand that ride. Oh, so gross. But yeah, I liked Horizons. I love Spaceship Earth. I remember when Spaceship Earth opened, I think the original voice was Walter Cronkite.
Yeah, I don't remember the voice, but yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah, I think that's who the original voice was. And when you got up to the top, I think I talked about this before. When you got up to the top and you started down backwards, there were things on both sides of you, scenes of like futuristic computers and space and things. Well, now you turn around and you come down, and there's just like black curtains on each side of you, and they make you do that stupid game
Oh, okay.
where you pick your future. I was like, I like the original version. Hopefully they're doing something with that, why they got it covered up to where they're gonna,
Yeah, do something with it. Yeah.
yeah. Ellen's Energy Adventure. Is that what it turned into? Universe of Energy. I didn't like University. Yeah. What is Ellen's Energy Adventure? I have no idea. So, do you remember any food places you ate at Epcot? Just the countries, or
There's the countries. Yeah.
mine was always my favorite as a kid was always America, because that's where I could just go back and get my regular cheeseburger and French fries.
The France was my favorite because
I
love French food.
I do want to get a crepe this time when I'm down there. I want to go back to the crepe shop that they built back by Remy.
Okay.
So you've never been to Hollywood Studios. Now you've seen it on stream.
Yes.
What do you think would be like the number one thing you'd want to do if you went?
Is that the way they have the Harry Potter?
No, that's Universal.
That's Universal. Okay. Because that's what I want to do is to do the Harry Potter.
You want to go up to Universal?
Universal.
Okay.
Hollywood
Yeah,
Studios?
I was at Universal when I was a kid. And unless you are like a big roller coaster rider,
I'm not.
yeah. I mean, the only reason I would go to Universal is to see the Harry Potter land.
Right. That's pretty much it. Yeah. I'm not a big roller coaster ride. I feel unsafe. I mean, I know it's probably safe, but I always feel, because being so small and stuff like that, I always feel I'm going to fall out of it. I always get that feeling, and I don't like that feeling. No, not the M80s.
You're not a fan of the M80s?
I'm not a fan. Is that not my best music?
They're actually on
Steve's World on Monday.
Oh,
that group, I knew every single song. I was beaten to it on my couch. That's my kind of music.
Hi, Kay. Welcome in.
Hi, Kay.
I will say I am a big fan of Herman's Hermits, Peter Moon, and I am so mad that I missed that concert. I was like, oh, why didn't they have him in June?
Right.
I would have loved to have been there.
Yes.
And I tell you, he sounded the same. He sounded so good. And the way you'd never guess he's 75.
No.
The way he's jumping around the whole auditorium, what he was doing.
He was electrifying. I mean, that was like one of the best concerts that I've seen on stream.
I think Jennifer got to see it.
Yes.
Yeah, she got to see it before she came up here. But I called my brother and I said, "You gonna go see Herman's Hermits?" Who? My brother is 4 years older than me, and he has so less culture than I do. Like, he is sports. That's it. That's all he is sports. Me, I like sports. I like musical theater.
Yes.
I mean, I like, as long as it's entertaining, I like it. So hopefully the M80s are back.
I grew up going to the theater, and there was a local theater by where I grew up, and my mom would bring me there every weekend, especially in the summertime. So that was I grew up on
Did you ever go to Broadway?
Yes, I've gone to Broadway a few times.
Okay. I've never been to New York City. I've always wanted to go just to see like the Statue of Liberty and
Yes.
Ellis Island because
Yeah.
my one grandfather, his dad came over from Italy. But I just I don't know if it's a fear of going. I hear a lot of horror stories, especially now,
Right.
on how the city's just.
But you could still go, and there are still places because I'm actually a moderator on a couple New York streamers, and
Okay.
they bring you all over New York City and Brooklyn and all that, and it's really not that big. You just have to know where to go and stick to your plan. Don't deviate, and then you'll be fine.
Okay. No, Belinda, I do not want a smoothie. Thank you.
I have one.
Jennifer wants one. Pick one up. Take it up to Jennifer's. Craziest thing I've seen on stream in all your moderating time. What is that? I don't know what that is. Doug, I lived in New York City years ago, lived on the Upper East Side. I loved it. Is that where the Jeffersons lived? Or no, they lived on the Upper West Side.
This side.
No. Moving on up to the east. No, the East Side.
Oh, that's right. The Jeffersons. That's right. Okay.
Yeah. How you doing, Dave? Thanks for coming in. Hey, Tim's here. How you doing, Tim? That was a question for Debbie, Doug. What was the question?
What was it?
Oh, I read that wrong. Craziest thing that you've ever seen on a stream while moderating?
The craziest thing?
Probably the host did.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I love the banters between Melissa and Walt. I don't know if it's crazy, but I just love watching them go back and forth. And also Angela and Jeff. I love the banter. I think it's funny. It sort of breaks up. I mean, I know they're showing Disney and all that stuff, but it sort of breaks up the stream. It makes it funny. It makes you feel part of their family.
Yes, exactly. I totally agree.
Yeah.
The craziest thing I've ever seen is when Jeff took the stream in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, that too. That's without any question.
Oh my goodness! I thought Angela was going to kill him.
Oh yeah. There are many times where I thought Angela was going to kill him.
Oh, it was so funny.
The looks on her face when he does certain things, it's like, oh boy.
Yep. And then the night that me and Jennifer were just talking about this, and the first not so scary Halloween party last year, when it was pouring down rain.
That was a classic.
And he was miserable. I mean, he was absolutely miserable. And she just turned around and gave him a look.
Yep.
And next thing you know, he gave Zach the stream, and Angela pulled him aside and had a talk with him. I mean, that was just.
That's what I like. I like watching the banters between the two, the couples. I think it's funny.
One thing, I have a question. One thing, and I only started watching Walt and Melissa maybe a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Have they ever gotten into it on stream?
Have they what?
Ever gotten into it? Had a disagreement?
Yeah, I mean, not majorly, but yeah, they've kind of had their little things, But yeah, I mean, but I don't think they displayed it too much. But they kind of made it. If they did, they kind of turned around and kind of made it funny,
Okay.
Try to make a joke out of it. So this way, Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Did you see this? You know about this.
To account gave Pete $1,000 to that's not refundable. Whoa. Kid
Did
on
you see
his
that last? Well, that was recently too, JD. That wasn't long ago. Some kid got his mom's phone and
wow.
gave $1,000 super chat to
Wow.
Pete. You know, I'm
Wow.
sure Pete would get that money and
I'm
send him.
sure. I'm sure he did.
You know, my good. Oh man, my kid would be. Oh, um, yeah, he was misbehaving on that Halloween party. But you know what? I understand his frustration because, number one, it was pouring down rain. So already you're going to be miserable. Number two, they were canceling things left and right. And when you pay $100 and something dollars,
right.
for something that, you know, at least Disney made it right by giving them a free night, another night to pick from, because they did go another night for free
Right.
because everything was pretty much getting
And,
canceled.
and you have to kind of look at it both ways. At both ways. I mean, you understand that yes, on the person that's paying it, yes, you're paying all that money. But you also have to understand from Disney's point because they have to make sure things are safe.
Right. Oh,
Because
absolutely.
they're liable for you.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
they don't want any lawsuit saying, you did this and look what happened. I got hurt or something. So, I understand the both positions.
Oh, did you ever see that one when he was doing the
Oh, the
backstroke
backstroke.
in Hollywood Studios? I'm actually going to bring that up to him
When
next week.
I turned on because I don't think I was watching it all the time, and then I just turned it on and I saw him doing that. I'm like, what is he doing? Explain
I
this
don't
to
even
me,
think
please.
that wasn't even on his live stream,
I don't
was
think
it?
it was on his live stream. I think it was someone else that captured. I can't remember who captured it.
I think he was with it's Joey's World.
Maybe.
And they filmed
They
it.
think they filmed it. Yeah, right. Yes.
And then they put it up,
Yeah, they put it right. Yes. Yes.
Dave says, my first stream watching Disco Dream was the night the hostess at the Nomad Lounge read out Jeff's full name on a
Oh,
cell
that's
phone.
right. That's right. That's right.
Angela was furious with him. And one yeah.
I remember that one.
Well, now what am I doing? Complimentary. Oh, yeah, JD. Chris says that I have to carry all your suitcases to your room. Yeah, and that's the thing, Dave. You watch these people, and listen, I'm going to tell you something. Just like you watch a TV show, let's say Chicago Fire or, Law and Order, you're seeing all these people acting and, they're celebrities. A lot of the YouTubers, Jeff and Angela, Walt and Melissa, let's see, Tanya, the crazy Disney lady, Drew, live in a moment, Drew, all of them. So many people watch them. Resort TV One. They're celebrities.
Right.
I mean, maybe they're not making the money that actors make, but in a way, they are celebrities
because they're representing they're representing themselves. They're representing whatever the stream they're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But they are real people, and that's the cool thing is, and I've met a lot of them. The only ones I really haven't met is Walt and Melissa. There wasn't days that meshed.
Right.
But I mean, from Donna, Arjons, Sam, Nick, Magical News Live, Tommy, Stacy, Jeff, Angela. I met Tanya, the crazy Disney lady. I mean, I've met so many. I met Steve's World, Corey Meets World. I met so many of them, and it's in Resort TV One. I've met Josh multiple times. It's great to just stand there and talk to them, and to see, wow, they have a lot of the same opinions I do, or likes and dislikes, and
They're just they're like everybody else. It's just that they so happen to do live streams or vlogs or whatever it is. But yeah.
And I've met Joey's World. I've met Lisa, Keith, and Joey.
These are the people that I really want to meet. That's what I want to meet, all those people,
Keith, I tell you, Keith it's Joey. Keith is the man. He is hysterical.
Yeah.
And I tell you, Lisa, I want to say this on my stream. Lisa, you and your videos are genius. Some of the videos that you've done are, especially the Save the Gimbals. Oh my goodness, that video! Oh, I watch it all the time just to get a laugh. If you haven't ever seen it, go check out It's Joey's World, and it's basically a music video that they made about saving the gimbals, and oh, it's so funny. What do you mean you're working? There's no working at 8:22 at night, Lisa. They are Joey
I want to meet Lisa, Keith, and Joey.
And Keith is really not that funny. Oh, yes, he is. Workout. Oh, work out, not work. Work out. So, well, is there anything else that you'd like to say, or have you said who your favorite? You said Walt and Melissa.
I mean, they're all. I like Walt, Melissa. I love Jeff and Angela. I mean, I love them all. I mean, I can't. It's my dream is to be able to meet someone. I met some people from other meetups. I think last year there was a meetup in March with the This and That group. I was part of that. So I was able to meet. I met Dave and Shep from This and That, and Carlos from.
Oh, I met Carlos too. Yeah, that's right.
Disney World Freak, and Tracy Glenn and Kenzie. I met, and I don't think they have a chat.
Welcome in, Michelle.
Tommy from Corner Sports World.
Tommy, okay. Yeah.
And who else? And Jersey Mike. I met him.
Jersey Mike, soon to be Florida Mike.
Yep, soon to be Florida. Yep, met him. So I met a few people, but there's a lot of people that I really want to meet. You, I want to meet Jennifer. I want to meet, the Disco Dream, Mass Talk. I want to meet them all, and especially Tommy, and Stacy from Living the Magic. Definitely want to meet them and the family.
Yeah, I tell you, they're super.
That's really, I want to meet them all.
I mean, them two kids, Tommy not so much, but Stacy and them two kids. I mean, they're both of those kids are so intelligent,
right?
I mean, and they're very witty. I mean, very witty. I mean, it is funny. I mean, how they are. Carlos, I did meet Carlos. I got to have breakfast with him and his family when we were down there. His family's fantastic.
Right.
Jennifer and Ron, they're really good people.
Yes.
Although I'm telling you, Michael and Nick, our two sons, I don't know, they're starting to be my favorites. They had me just laughing hysterically last week with what they did to her. So if you didn't get to see it, go back and watch last week's episode.
Yep.
When Jennifer's two sons crashed the stream.
Yep. Yep.
If Michael's in the background screaming, "Where's the toilet paper?"
Yep. Yep.
Hi, Cherie. How
Hi,
are you,
Cherie.
dear? I am going to be meeting Cherie in Myrtle Beach, June 10th, because my brother won't be there, so I was able to make my own plans.
Good.
So we're actually going to meet up at the Disney store in North Myrtle Beach.
Very nice.
And I don't know if I'm going to stream, but I'll probably put like a little video together. So I'll get to meet her and we're going to have lunch. Have to head out, Doug. Have a great night. All right, JD. We'll see you, buddy. Have a good night. Thank you, Kenneth. So and then we'll get some lunch somewhere there. But yeah, Debbie, I'm going to try and work something out. Like even if we could meet up for a quick breakfast or something.
Okay.
You know,
I'll figure it
that
out.
would be June 12th. Or no, sorry, June 13th.
Okay.
I know June 13th will be coming down 95. So yeah, but I will definitely be in touch with you
Okay.
to hopefully set something up. And does anybody have any more questions for Miss Debbie? Oh, there's Debbie Thurnard. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie
Welcome
Bernfeld.
in. We're getting more people in now when I'm getting ready to sign off. Maybe we'll stay on. Sorry, I forgot you were on. You were not watching the M80s, Cherie. You were out filming your ducks. Come on. Is he north of Disney? What major airport is near her? No, she's south of Disney.
That's south of Disney.
Yes. And I would probably say, well, you can answer that if you want, what the closest airport is.
Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale Airport.
You know that we used to have Spirit fly from Latrobe, Pennsylvania to Fort Lauderdale. And they would fly to Orlando and Miami. They took away Fort Lauderdale now.
Mm.
They'll only fly to Orlando, and then you got to get from Orlando to Fort Lauderdale. John says he met Cherie and James in Myrtle Beach. It was great. It's a shame it was only for an hour, but an awesome hour. Very cool. So it was about an hour. Is that Jeff time hour?
That's right. Yeah.
Is that Jeff time hour or is that a real hour, John?
I don't think anybody has a Jeff time hour.
Well, I think I'm going to be able to see Cherie a little longer because she's going to drag me into the Disney store. And so there's probably 2 hours right there. Jeff time. Yeah, Jeff time. Jeff time. How many Debbies to get 25 points? We got to have 3. How many we have? 2. We had 2 Jolies and we have 2 Debbies. So, no. You have to have 3 to get 25 points. So, you don't have any family down with you now?
No. I don't have any
Now
family.
everybody's in New York.
Well, in the New York and Wisconsin area.
New York and Wisconsin. Have you ever thought about going back?
To New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have, but it's very expensive. So I don't know if I can afford to live there. I still have my best friend of since we were 5 years old. So over.
Very nice.
So she still lives there. We talked about me going back, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, most likely, if I do move anywhere, it probably may be to Wisconsin.
Okay. There's a lot of cheese there.
Well, yeah. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know.
I love cheese.
Maybe I'll move to Orlando. I don't know.
No, don't do it right now. Oh.
No.
Because that's where we were looking, and my goodness. And it seemed the further you got out from Orlando, the cheaper the housing was. But, I mean, anywhere within 30 minutes of Disney, I mean, we just couldn't even afford it.
Right.
But my dad, before my dad died in 1987, he was a policeman in our town we lived in, and he was actually, we were looking to move he wanted to move to Florida because he had lived in Florida for a long, before we even came along. He was up for a police chief job in
Wow.
Florida. I forget where. I always thought it was New Smyrna Beach, but I think my brother said it was somewhere down south near where you are. So, I mean, if he would never have gotten sick, we would have moved down there in the mid 80s, but once he got sick with leukemia, there went that idea. Go 30 minutes north up the turnpike, and there are a lot of new developments. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, they're always building around here. Always constantly building.
Oh, yeah. And we even looked over in St. Cloud. I really like the St. Cloud area. It's very peaceful over there in St. Cloud. So we'll see. I'm going down again and looking again this year, see how things are. But do I have any more questions for you? Do you have any questions for me?
No.
No?
No. I think you're doing a wonderful job.
Do you have any pets?
Doing a really, you really came out of your shell and really blossomed. Especially,
yeah, you know what, and that's, I'm not doing this for any. You have people who do YouTube for money and want to make money, want to do this, want to do that. I started this just so my mom could see what we were doing in the parks.
Right.
And I begged, because you couldn't live stream until you had 50 people subscribe to you. And I begged 50 people. I'm like, just please subscribe to me so my mom can watch. And I remember my first live stream, I think there was 4 people on there. My mom was one of them. And I think Belinda's mom was another. And that was the only reason I started doing it, was so they could go along on our vacation with us.
Right.
And then, I started getting more involved, and with Jeff and Angela and Garrett and Michelle, Jennifer, me and Jen, we talk all the time about streaming, and she'll text me or she'll call me and be like, I don't know how to do this, and I'm like, okay, well, this is how you do it. And, we've helped each other out.
It both blossomed.
Yep. And even let's see. Yes, and that's that's what I'm trying to do, Chris. I'm trying to get just to hang out, chat, something where we're not in the parks. You're not, just see how people are doing. Nobody ever asks, Debbie, how are you, dear?
Right.
You I know you weren't feeling good. I sent you that message the other day. I hope you're feeling better. And we need to get back to that, caring about everybody, and this is, they all say this is a community. This is, and that's what, that's what I like. And that's what I want to do with my channel, is just to reach out to people and say, how are you?
Right.
You okay? You're doing good,
bring that family feeling, because a lot of people don't have families near them, or don't have any families whatsoever. So it's your way of communicating with each other and being part of something.
Right. Even though you're from New York,
right?
I still love you. Well, it's Joey's World. They're from New York too, I think, right? Aren't they from New York or close there?
Don't
know. Yes, and I've always heard Lisa say that too about it's not about money. It's
I think
not
a lot of the YouTubers did start out so their family members could see them.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. Anyone who's thinking about doing it for money, just stop right now. Yeah, I mean, unless you have, listen, even, and I've said this to people because they've asked me, "Oh, you're doing this to get money?" I said, "No." Even Resort TV One that has 175,000 followers, listen, they can't live on this. That's why Josh still teaches.
Right.
And Dale's out there working, and I mean, people don't realize, unless you have 1 million followers or whatever, you don't make no money at it. No significant money.
Right.
Jersey. They're from Jersey? Love. Oh, here we go. Lisa loves your accent. Sounds like Keith. And they're from New Jersey. Jersey, where we are attempting to meet up in June. Oh. Yeah. Oh, now Chris is inviting It's Joey's World. He's invited everybody but me to see Yeehaw Bob. Chris family, I might be in Orlando. Regina, I'll be there too. We're gonna have so many people at Yeehaw Bob. I don't think the lounge is big enough to hold all these people. So, Doug, you're invited. Talk to my agent. All right, I'll send Tina a message. Does anybody else have any questions for Miss Debbie? So we've learned that she was an artist. She's still an artist. She's going to start drawing cartoons again. Promise?
I promise.
All right. Next time I have you on, I want to see some.
Oh, okay.
It can be Disney characters. It can be... I think you need to do one of Joey. That would be cool. We will get there early, Doug. One per table to... Yeah. Usually when I go see Bob, Jennifer, I get there at 6 o'clock. He doesn't start till 8:30, but I usually get there like 6 o'clock to get a table. And then I'll order apps and get food and just hang out. Oh, and look who's here. There's good old Garrett.
Good old Garrett.
How is the Monarch Moments crew tonight? Oh, my producer's home. You want to come say hi to Debbie?
Sure, I'll come say hi to Debbie.
Thank you, the Curtis family.
And Debbie, you're not getting paid, right?
Don't mind how I look, though, because I look...
Don't worry about it.
I just came from the gym.
Oh, good. Good for you. Hi.
How are you?
Good. Good. How are you doing?
Debbie, Belinda, Debbie.
We've met.
Yes.
We did. We just did.
Just now, yeah.
It's so bad.
Kick him to the side.
I know, right?
Right,
I'm
That's
all-
what me and Jennifer do, too.
I'm not allowed to make fun of your accent.
Nope.
So say here, Garrett's in here now. So say draw for Garrett.
Draw.
Draw. That isn't how you said it. That's not how you said
It is draw.
Making fun of her.
it.
Bailey, you're supposed to be yelling at Daddy. You're sleeping the whole time.
Yeah, you're getting a pay cut. Chris says you're getting a pay cut because you weren't here.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
It's Lisa says draw.
You're making fun.
Garrett, since you're late, as always, do you have any questions for Miss Debbie?
Oh, he's going to ask a million.
Garrett usually has some good questions. Turn your volume off over
I
there.
know, I am.
Now I'm afraid.
Oh, you should be. I'm waiting, Garrett. If you got that message I sent you on Instagram, let me know. I thought it was pretty funny.
Hello, Jennifer, my dear. He said hello to me.
Who did?
Jennifer, my friend.
Oh,
hello.
she never answered mine. Let me go back, Cherie. Okay. I had a snafu on my birthday. One of the waiters held 2 tables in the front and wouldn't let me have them. I got there at 6. Was that the question? Well, it was probably Patrick.
Patrick's good.
And he was probably holding them for Donna and
Never mind, Doug, she says.
I'm going back and looking.
She said never mind.
I can't find it.
She said never mind.
I'm sorry, Cherie. Post it again.
How long has she lived in South Florida?
How long have you lived in South Florida? I think we already touched on that.
Yeah, it's almost 40 years. Right? It's almost 85 years. So it's almost 40 years.
Yep, almost 40 years.
Somebody asked how tall is she?
How tall are you?
4'5".
You're nah.
Whoa.
Yes. I'm 4 feet 5. Yes,
You're
I know.
4'5".
Yes.
You're taller than Garrett.
I don't think so.
Somebody I'm taller than. I'm usually the short one. Mom, I think you're taller than
When are you going to Disney World, Debbie? Garrett wants to know.
I don't know. I'm actually waiting on my friend Paul, who said we were going to make plans. It was supposed to be done in April. Now this month, I don't know. I haven't spoken to him yet, so we'll see. Either be this month or maybe June. And if it doesn't happen, I'll try to make plans to do it myself.
Oh my goodness! If you're in June,
we'll see.
I'll be there.
Waiting on him to make the plans. So,
Cherie says, "Were you there during Hurricane Andrew?"
Yes.
Now, did you have to go to a shelter or did you stay put?
Stay put.
Okay. Yeah, and that's the thing. Most people stay put. Unless you're in a really bad flood zone.
Yeah.
Most people will stay if they're. I know when the hurricanes came last year, Steve stayed at home, and the eye of both of them went right over St. Cloud.
Yeah, my apartment that I was living in at the time got the second bedroom got flooded, and I was on the 5th floor. She's 4'5".
4'5". And you're not. Dave says you're not short. You're fun size.
Thank you, Dave.
Oh, there's Chris again. Come June 22nd.
Well,
you won't be alone June 22nd if you come. I can guarantee that. There'll be about 500 people at Yeehaw Bob that night. Yeah, Cherie was originally in Florida. They were about 30 minutes from Kennewick. Yeah. We had to evacuate to Miami.
The thing that we had in Fort Lauderdale was Hurricane Wilma.
Okay.
And that was in 2005, I think.
Amy's back. Or Amy was Ninja. Hi, Amy. Hey, Mary Carol. Welcome in. How are Adam and Blake?
Hi,
so,
Mary.
Were there any storms that you were scared and think, hey, maybe I had a...
Yeah, well, Hurricane Wilma, that was pretty bad in 2005. And then there was one, I think, in 2000, 17, 18, something like that, where there was a tree that was right by my apartment right here, and it almost went through my bedroom window.
Oh my goodness!
The tree actually just snapped and went right towards my bedroom window because I'm right on the first floor.
Wow.
Yes, that was pretty scary.
So she was living in Fort Lauderdale, and they went to Miami because her uncle had a 3-story house.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
are you on like multi-level, or are you on an upper floor?
No, right now I'm on the first floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm in a condo, so yeah. It's time we have and I have a big window right here in my living room, so every time, even when it just storms just regularly, I get nervous because it gets so close to my door.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I know we were in Myrtle Beach one year and 2 hurricanes came up. The first one wasn't all that bad. It was just a lot of rain. But the second one we had to evacuate. So, I know Steve, was there 2 last year? Yeah, there were 2 hurricanes last year Steve went through. So Steve's not a hurricane. Steve's not a hurricane virgin anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember he was live streaming in the
Oh, that's right. He was going on Facebook Live, and you know how like the Weather Channel people wear like baseball helmets and things like that. So I call him and I was like, "Do you have a baseball helmet?" He said, "No." He said, "I have a hockey helmet." I said, "That'll work." I said, "Go out in the middle of the street with your hockey helmet." And so now that I have my YouTube channel and I can do this, if it ever gets a storm again, we're going to do live weather reports from the hurricane with him wearing his hockey helmet.
That'd be funny.
Surf fun is leaving.
John, have a great night, buddy. Thanks for coming in.
Bye, John.
So, well, I think we're going to wrap it up. Debbie, thank you so much for coming on, dear.
Well, you're welcome for having me.
Oh, it was great to talk to you and great to see you. And I will definitely be in touch.
Sure.
To let you know.
Yeah,
about
and I'll
that.
let you know what things with my friend if he gets whatever he's going to be doing.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
So have a great night, dear. Take care of yourself.
Yep. Yep. Thank you. Night.
Night, hon.
Bye, everyone.
All right, that was Miss Debbi Bernfeld. Sweet, sweet lady. Okay, I'll read that later. But I want to thank everybody for coming in. I've been listening, cutting my grass. That is one of the things I hate to do, Amy. I hate cutting grass.
So with Debbie being shorter and Amy being a little shorter, I wonder who's...
Yeah, Amy. I don't know. How tall are you, Amy? Debbie said she's 4'5".
So I wonder who's taller.
Well, I just asked Amy.
That's cool.
Oh, she said good night. Good night, Amy.
Good night, Amy.
Oh, you're welcome, Debbie. It was great to have you. We'll have you on again. And like I said, I'll be in touch. I'll message you. And Amy's 4'11".
4'11". Okay.
Yep. So.
Okay.
How tall is Meredith D'Ophili? I have no idea. But I want to thank everybody for... Oh, there's Garrett again. Garrett, got to get you on here, buddy. You don't have to be on screen. Michelle can be on screen, and you can be off to the side like you always are on yours. So,
hello.
Next week, folks, we got a good treat for you.
Mama said she's 4'9".
My mom?
Yeah. So
yeah, she's short.
Yeah.
She didn't used to be 4'9".
No.
She shrunk to 4'9".
Yeah, last time she was measured, she was 4'9".
So,
yeah. Okay.
Matt Simba 2 is what they say? 5'1", 5'2", something like that.
Love you too, Mom.
But next week we got a real treat for you. We're gonna have This Our Dream on.
We're supposed to keep it a secret, I thought.
I already put the thumbnail out.
Oh.
We're gonna have Jeff and Angela. Hopefully, maybe even Abby and Zach. Get the whole family on there. Have a good time. And we're gonna dig in with some real hard questions for them.
Get ready, Garrett.
So everybody, start thinking up your questions now for Jeff and Angela. And next week,
Be awake next week.
get ready. Let me know. We're gonna get to the root of this channel. I didn't miss the entire thing. Oh, Cargo, yeah, we're getting ready to sign off, sweetie. You can rewind it and watch it. It's just me and Debbie talking, have a good time, and Chris the Curtis family harassing me all night. So, yes, Chris, you better think of some great questions. I'm sure Garrett will come up with something like boxers or briefs or something, but can't wait to see. Yes, Cherie, that's awesome. June 10th. I will be there. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. Go out and do something kind for somebody tomorrow. If everybody would do one kind thing for somebody, this world would be a better place. So I want to thank everybody coming in. Check out, I don't know, I think This Our Dreams on tomorrow night. Right now, Disney Nerd Herders are at the M80s concert, so you can go on to see them. We have Monarch Moments going to do Fun Food Friday this Friday. We'll see what kind of food Michelle's going to try and poison Garrett with. Everyone, June 22nd, you're invited to see Yeehaw Bob. Yep, I'll be there signing autographs.
Everybody pray for Dakota this weekend because she has to be with Daddy all weekend.
Yeah, Belinda's going away tomorrow. Belinda's going away, so it's just me and Dakota and Bailey for the weekend. So
I'm sorry, babe.
Party time. Chris, you want to come on right now? I'll send you the link right now, and you can come on.
Poor kiddo.
Who said that? Cargo. Really? Listen, I stood out here in my war room. Which is what I call it. I call it a war room. I have my computer, my laptop going. I got my other computer screen on something. I got my big TV on something. I got my tablet on something. I got like 5 or 6 streams going at one time here.
You get Mommy's chair.
We'll make it happen soon. I'll send you the link right now, Chris.
You know that?
No, but I do want to have Chris and JD on before the trip in June and then have them on after. Just to talk about the trip.
You get Mommy's.
So, thank you guys. Have a great night. Have a great rest of your week. Remember, do something kind for somebody, even if you don't like them. No, I'm just kidding. Do something kind for somebody this week. And remember, I'll be back next week with This Our Dream.
Look at Mickey. Look at Donald looking at you.
Donald's upset because Debbie said that he's number 4.
Oh.
Yeah. Right. So good night, everyone. Take care. And we're going to play out. I think this is the one.
A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you will lose your heartaches. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come smiling through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream